For cheap MT, go ahead and check out discountmutcoins.com and use code FRIENDLY at checkout for 10% off your orders to build those God Squads or just to get some startup coins for sniping. What's up YouTube? I'm back with another 2K video. I've been uploading some Madden the past couple of days, and there's probably actually gonna be a double upload today more than likely because I am recording this Wednesday night, but this is more than likely going up Thursday morning. And Most Feared on Madden comes out tomorrow too, I believe in the afternoon. I can't remember when, so probably have a video on that too. So if you guys are Madden players, you'll have something to look forward on that too. So yeah, in this video, we're going to be going over some filters for mostly everyone, but this is kind of catered somewhat to the people that don't have a lot of coins, of course, or MT, I should say. For a lot of you, towards the end of the video, if you have tons of MT and you're one of those people that just like going for those big snipes, I'll do some of those honorable mentions too, but we're going to start it off with some filters that are absolutely amazing for everyone. So first off, just all these, I'll talk about it in a quick second, but starting here, that's, I believe, 10 snipes. I'm not really counting it one by one, but I believe that's 10 snipes. I got that in the past minute and a half. I'm not even kidding. Might not be a lot of profit, but in a minute and a half, that's definitely at least 4,000 coin profit. And of course, I'll talk about what I did and how it's such an easy way to make coins. So first off, let's get right into it. So silver filter, you guys already know about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I haven't really even used this filter that much this year. I just don't like it anymore that much. Too many people on it. Auction house is too messed up, so I don't really like it that much anymore. But of course, still viable, still pretty decent. But one great filter for some of you that don't have a lot of MT is basically like the 500 filter, but since it's still the start of the year, 500 doesn't really work out too well. So I usually go on 850, but right now there's a lot of cards up for some reason. And yeah, with this many cards up, probably drop it down. But I've mentioned this before in a video, in my last video, and a lot of these filters I have mentioned before, but some of them might not have, or you might not have seen that video. But yeah, this filter, I said in that video, pick up any card for about 600, 650. You could pretty much always sell it for around 850, any card. And sometimes, you know, with there being no color in this, you can find rubies and stuff. I don't remember if I redeemed it. Did I redeem it? I did not. So Zion Williams, whatever. I'm not gonna call him Williamson. That's just weird. But got him for 500, 2750. We're gonna collect that. Tobias Harris, got him for 600, 850. Justin James, both of these were 600 MT snipes, 850. Not a ton of profit, but I was just trying to use every single filter, try to get a snipe on every single filter. Unfortunately, for some of the bigger filters towards the end of the video, I could not do that, but you know, I could at least show it for the smaller filters because it's pretty easy, pretty consistent. You don't make tons of coins, but it starts adding up a ton, believe me. And so yeah, those four, however snipes I just redeemed, those snipes I got from this filter probably like 30 minutes ago, I think. But yeah, I was just waiting for those to sell, waiting for a couple other cards to sell, and trying out a couple other filters. Maybe I could get some last minute snipes on some of the bigger ones, but I unfortunately couldn't. But yeah, like I said, maybe you want to look at like 600 and under now. I don't know if you really want to do 650. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could buy this Chris Paul and Trae Young. Easily could flip them for 850. You know, it's worth a try. You'll more than likely do, especially since right now it's the night. There's not a lot of people on, so prices are inflated a little bit. Same thing in the morning when people are at school. So this is a great time to sell some of these cards. You know, it's always great to snipe during the day. If they don't sell during the day, keep them till the night or next morning and then sell it then, because you'll be able to make even more profit then. So yeah, one filter to definitely look at if you don't have tons of MT, but you could also use it if you have a lot of MT. Like I said, most of these filters are catered to everyone, but a lot of these filters at the start are catered to some of the people that don't have tons of MT. You basically only need like 2,000 to 3,000 on that filter. You could get like what, 4 or 5 snipes off of it and pretty much make close to 1,000 MT, and then it'll just keep adding up. Believe me, they sell pretty quickly too. So, you know, play a game of triple threat offline, go pick up some snipes, do the same thing again and again, and you'll keep making tons of MT. So yeah, that was the first one. Let's get into the second one. So the second one is with the cards that you just saw me pick up, those 10 cards in the past minute and a half right before the video. Yeah, it's of course jerseys, arenas, and all that. You saw that. It's actually so easy to pick these up, and you could pretty much always sell these for a lot. So 700 is pretty much the going price of both the home jerseys and away jerseys. Sometimes they're a little higher, sometimes they're a little lower. Sometimes you just might get unlucky and they might not sell. It always happens. It happens with every card. But believe me, if you post them for 700, you'll more than likely always be able to sell them. And 450 and under, automatic buy. 500 might hesitate a little bit, but 450 and under, automatic buy. All those 10 cards that you saw got for under 450. Most of them were like 250 or 300. So you could do it either way. I actually went on coaches, but yeah, you could do it either way. You could either go down to 600 or you could keep it at 700 and scroll a little bit. Whichever one floats your boat, go ahead. Arenas, you know, they go for a little bit more, but they pretty much go for the same ballpark. So yeah, pretty much the same thing. But playbooks, one thing I would kind of stray away from. You know, there's too many of them. There's just no point in going in it. I would just stray away from it. Same thing with logos. Although I have found that sometimes you might be able to get a lot more snipes on logos when you scroll a little bit. So, you know, it might be worth a try. It's the same thing with the playbooks too. If you scroll a little bit, you'll find something. Ball cards, I mean, it's not as worth it because there's not that many of them, but you could find some good snipes and you could possibly sell it for a little bit of profit. But I actually missed one when I was sniping the rest of the cards. When I picked up these 10, I actually missed one for 250 coins or MT, and yeah, that card was selling for a little bit, I believe. So, you know, could have made an extra about 1,000 MT, but oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, that was the second filter. Hopefully you guys, if you haven't already been using it from the start, maybe some people have talked about it. I haven't really seen anyone talk about it in recent days, weeks, but if you have seen it, hopefully you've been using it. If you haven't, then hopefully you start using it. But yeah, let's go on to the third filter. Well, first off, before I do the third filter, just want to do a quick mention of the heat check filter. Heat check filter, still amazing filter. Might actually be my favorite filter still. I told you guys, I don't know why. I just don't like the silver filter that much this year. Like last year, people abused it. You can still abuse it this year, believe me. I just never really liked filters like that too much. Although it is pretty consistent, don't get me wrong. I just don't like it. The heat check filter though, you don't consistently get snipes, but you do get snipes like pretty much every 5 minutes. And when you do get a snipe, it's usually 1 or 2 at a time, or 2 or 3 at a time. You actually did see I picked up 3 of them too before the video. All these under 3,000. So yeah, that's pretty much a decent amount of profit. So I will gladly take that. But yeah, heat checks, still an amazing filter. You could pretty much sell all of them. If you just put it up for 5K, they'll pretty much sell by the time they expire. So yeah, check out that filter on pack days. Those are gonna drop in prices, but that's also a great time to snipe the cards. Wait till the night, the next morning, or maybe wait 2 more days and then sell the cards. You could do that with a lot of different cards, but specifically with the heat checks, you could definitely do that. So yeah, just needed to mention that before we get into the third filter. So the third actual filter is a ruby filter that, I mean, not a lot of people use, because like I said, a lot of people are still using the silver filter. A lot of people use the amethyst filter, but you know, rubies, although it's not the most amazing filter to snipe on, don't get me wrong, not the most amazing, you could still find some snipes on here, and it's pretty non-competitive. Just like the heat check filter, you pretty much never miss a snipe. I haven't missed a snipe, but I haven't also used it too much. That's why it's the third filter, is because I haven't really used it too much, but I have still found some, like, not amazing snipes, but still enough to make me some NT. So, you know, there's a lot of rubies that go for a lot, but there's also some that don't, like Doug Collins and Vincent Baker. I think that's what his name is. Jokic, he doesn't really go for too much either. He goes for about 2,000, but those are usually the cards that you're going to be seeing on here. So if you do see them for cheaper prices, like under 1,000, definitely pick them up. Don't mind the extra 500 MT. It's still MT. Everything adds up. So don't mind that, but there's still a lot that go for a lot more MT. Like Dame goes for a lot. Karl Anthony Towns, Joel. You might see them here and there, but yeah, you could see all these three. I actually got back to back. I don't think I have a screenshot. If I do, I will post it on the screen, but I don't remember if I took a screenshot, but I got those three together for 1,000, and I actually picked all three of them up. I didn't miss a single one, so added up, that was about like 2K profit, but not too great, not too bad either. So yeah, that was the three filters that I wanted to mention. Definitely for all you that don't have a lot of MT, you saw you don't need a lot of MT to use those filters and pretty much keep flipping again and again and again. But now let me just quickly go over some filters for some of you that have a lot of MT or have more than enough MT, that you might want to look at some other sniping filters. So just amethyst is not really that good because there's a lot of promo cards that sell for really cheap. So I don't really see a point in just going amethyst. But 20 NBA, great filter. I've gotten two LeBron snipes on here, and I actually missed who was it? It was a James Harden for, I believe, 20. No, it was for like 18 or 16,000, something like that. But that was when James Harden was going for like above 35,000, I believe. So, you know, that would have still been nice profit. And back then I didn't have a lot of MT. And so yeah, great filter. These three cards are pretty much the ones that are going for cheap. You know, LeBron, Giannis definitely going for a lot. And KD is, I think he's going for like 33, 34,000. AD, I think he's going for a little bit. So yeah, these three definitely go for the cheapest. So I would say if you see these three under 20,000, definitely pick it up. But the other 3 or 4 that I just mentioned, if you see it anywhere in this range, pick it up. It's still worth it. You still make a 2-3K profit, and those will more than likely sell instantly, so you don't even have to wait that much. So even a 2-3K profit is definitely worth it. So don't mind taking it sometimes, you know, even though it might not be the greatest that you're looking for, still profit. I'm telling you, it'll add up, and they sell pretty quickly as long as you don't overprice, especially on 2K. On Madden, you could kind of overprice and they'll sell later on, but on 2K, especially since you can't cancel an auction, it's not worth your time doing that. So yeah, definitely look at that amethyst filter. Another filter is just sniping some diamonds. You know, this filter is just one of those big money filters because you're never really gonna hit anything on here, but when you do hit something, you're more than likely gonna hit something big. So of course, you saw the two cards that sell for the cheapest right here, Jamal and Willis Reed. Both of them don't sell for a lot, just selling for around 30,000, but there's still a lot of cards that sell for a lot in here. There's Brandon Roy, who's I believe still selling for like 150,000, and I don't know why none of the other ones are coming to my mind right now, but you pretty much get the idea. These two and Latrell Sprewell, I don't know if he ever shows up in this filter for some reason. I haven't really ever seen it, but if he does show up in this filter, he's one of the cheaper ones too, but he still goes for a decent amount. I think he's going for more than these two, but yeah, those two are the cheapest ones. But if you still see them under like 23,000, pick them up. Still worth the 3K profit, 2K profit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, of course, you could try sniping a pink diamond. And if you ever hit a pink diamond, definitely tweet it at me. I'll leave my Twitter is always in the description below, so you could always tweet it at me or drop me a follow anyway. But yeah, if you ever hit a pink diamond, this is probably the filter that you could use to do it, because there's not that many pink diamonds. There's like 3, 4, right? No, there's 5. There's also I can't remember his name. I will remember. John Stockton. That's what I was trying to remember. So he's probably the one that's going for the most, and then second is Wilt, pretty close second. But yeah, if you hit something, definitely tweet it at me, because absolutely crazy. But yeah, you're gonna need a lot of MT for this. I don't even have enough MT for this. You need at least 100k MT for this. So that if you see it for like, maybe if you go in with like 90,000 and you see a card for like 92,000, you're gonna regret not having 100k. So I definitely recommend having 100k if you're gonna try sniping this. But best time to snipe on a pink diamond filter or a diamond filter is definitely when packs drop and when new diamonds and pink diamonds drop. So definitely check that out. But that is gonna be it for this video, guys. I'm gonna try to do this video, or this type of video, where I go over all the filters and what they're looking like that week, probably once a week. And then sometimes during the promos, I'll do a video or two. And then yeah, I'm gonna be uploading a lot of Madden too. So yeah, that is gonna be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to smash that bell button, 10 video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.